Well, inside sales is growing 300% faster than traditional sales today. Every week, I talk to inside sales leaders around the world, and in every one of those conversations, they're telling me they're expanding their inside sales teams and they're investing heavily in the technologies to accelerate them. This is why last year we launched High Velocity Sales, the ultimate inside sales solution, the only one that has the ability to have a system of engagement, a system of record, and a system of intelligence in one place. The single source of truth. Now this is huge, and this year we're excited to announce, I'm thrilled to announce Einstein Call Coaching. Because Einstein Call Coaching, yes, thank you. Now, consider this. The average sales rep makes 50 calls a day. For a team of 10, that's 500 calls a day, if I know my math. And if you think about the entire week, that's thousands of hours of conversation every week that this team is having. Well, High Velocity Sales now has an AI that is reading through those conversation transcripts, those thousands of hours, and giving key insights that matters. Insights like, what are the market trends and topics that are emerging around all your customers? What are their pricing sensitivities? What are their budget constraints? What are the competitors that are cropping up in deals? Whether you're using Lightning Dialer or any of our great CTI providers, you'll be able to use this technology next summer when it goes generally available inside of High Velocity Sales. That's great. And one of the customers I'm most excited about to use this right away is Zillow. Now, Zillow has been transforming the real estate landscape, the industry, since 2006. They've done this by making sure the customers come first. They've been giving unprecedented access to information and insights, turning on the lights for their consumers, giving power to the people, transforming the way people buy and sell homes forever. For them, they put the customer first in the center of everything. Because for them, the journey that the customers have to make and the decision they have to make, buying a home, is the largest financial and personal decision of their lives, of our lives, right? Well, they put the customer first, and so regardless of what the customer is doing, buying a home, selling a home, getting financing for a home, they're making sure that their sales teams, their service teams, and all members of their community design for the customers first. Customers like myself. Because you see, 10 years ago, I moved from Atlanta, Georgia with my wife to here. And even back then, it was really hard finding a home in San Francisco. But Zillow gave us the information and the insights to find the neighborhood we wanted to live in, the walk score, the commute time to work, and most importantly, they gave us the real estate agent who had the local area insights that got us a great deal on a home. They enabled us to take action and get a home. So thank you, Zillow, for that. But let me take a breath. I'm going to stop geeking out about them for a moment, and let's roll this film.
Today, we expect the buttons on our phones to do everything for us, from renting a place for the weekend to summoning a car to take you to the airport. And yet, real estate really hasn't changed for decades. Home ownership is a big, daunting task that everyone is looking forward to doing, but also kind of scared at the same time.
These are points of transformation in lives, and those are stressful for folks. So our purpose at Zillow is to help you make that experience of actually buying or renting a home more seamless, easier, and more joyful. Think about the kitchen, the sun shining in the windows. Think about the friends that we're going to have and entertain, and that's why we call this a home. Customer expectations have moved faster than I think any of us could have ever imagined.
The first decade at Zillow, we empowered everyone to be smarter when they search, to be smarter when they shop. Today, we are evolving as a company to a place where you're making those decisions with us and you're transacting with us.
As we grow into different businesses, we've been able to very quickly implement and deliver solutions just within months. Everybody wants things done right now. Speed to lead is very important in our business. Salesforce makes it so that we can do that.
We've relied on Salesforce throughout scaling the company. They've taught us a great deal about how to build tools that scale, how to do it efficiently, which has become an increasingly important thing for us.
Extending our business from a high margin business into the transaction, into lower margin businesses with much higher risk is not a transformation that many companies take on. The level of operational rigor and the level of technology support that we provide has got to be at an all-time high.
The key for big transformation is really making sure that everyone's on board. It's teamwork, right? Across our technical team as well as our business teams in order to make a product that really shines. Salesforce makes sure that they're providing our customers with the greatest customer experience possible.
High velocity selling is critical to making our sales professionals, our loan officers, our real estate agents work on the right opportunities in the right order at the right time. We're ushering in a whole new era of buying and selling homes.
There's tens of millions of people that want to move in a given year. Helping them get from the dream they have to the reality, that's a win for us, and that's growing our business.
All right, that last image in the backyard, didn't that make your heart warm up a little bit? That's Zillow. And let's see how Zillow is going to take it to the next level with high velocity sales. Let's meet a sales manager. Her name is Melissa. Melissa is the sales manager of Zillow's premier agent line of business. And her team is responsible for connecting real estate agents with home buyers like myself, like many of you all, and home sellers. Now, she wants to share best practices across her entire team, and this is where she starts in Einstein call coaching. Because from here, she can see an aggregate view of all the conversations, those thousands of hours of conversation across her entire team, but in insights. She can see what are the emerging real estate markets that are popping up in conversations with her team. She can see what are the products that are getting the most interest, so she can direct the opportunities to the right places. And she can see what are the competitors that are popping up in deals. Now let's pause here for a moment because Einstein is telling us an important insight. Mentions of perfect homes is coming up 158% more in deals this week. That's a big number, so I think we should investigate. Now what you're about to see here is a two-way conversation between a sales rep and a real estate agent. The real estate agent has given us consent to record this so we can review it now, here, live in front of everybody. Now, Einstein's enabling Melissa to skip ahead to the key moment that matters, which is when perfect homes is brought up in conversation. Let's listen.
Well, I'm using Perfect Home now to manage my home listings. I don't need Zillow. Are you sure? I can tell you that Zillow Premier Agent customers report they saw a 300% increase in leads from when they started using our services, which are integrated into our site.
That's convenient, right? Melissa didn't have to go through the small talk in the beginning or the standard opening lines. She let Einstein take her to the moment that mattered, that key insight. She zoomed in to the right moment. But let's take a moment to zoom out. Because what we've been able to do here, what Melissa has been able to do, is see that perfect homes is cropping up in many of her deals. This week, she can now take action on that. She can start building objection handling around perfect homes coming up in those deals and put it into a call script and give those to the sales team that she manages. Not only that, she's going to put that call script in a sales cadence. Now, in high-velocity sales, a sales cadence is a step-by-step playbook that guides her sales rep through the entire sales cycle. This makes it so that it's super easy to onboard and be efficient in sales. She's going to start off with an automated prospecting email. And this is going to save her team hours every week because the system sends out that first email for them. She's also going to define the rules of engagement. Now, as an example, if she doesn't want her sales team to reach out to prospects who are not in the office, that would create friction when they come back in the office, right? Well, now we can pause the sales cadence so that when the prospect returns to work, we can resume it so we can make sure we're always putting the customer first. So let's go ahead and activate this sales cadence. We'll switch gears for a moment. Let's check out what it's like to be one of her sales reps, Lauren. Now, she's using high-velocity sales every day, and you know what happens when she comes to work at 8 o'clock in the morning? Usually they go into their email. She goes in her email and she looks through her personal mail, her junk mail, just to see if one of the prospects has replied to her. But no longer, not in high-velocity sales, because in her engagement feed, she can see all the buying signals that matter. So at the very top of that feed, she can see that there is a reply to one of the automated emails. And not only that, Einstein's giving us an insight that this is actually a request for a meeting. So when she decides to take action on this insight, Einstein recommends an email template with her available times already populated in the body. She can send that off, and all she has to do is look forward to the meeting. Now, what happens around 9 o'clock? Well, she gets to work, or she's already at work, and she goes into outbound prospecting mode. Now, what is this also called? It's called Power Hour. Power Hour. This is what they're built for. They're going to be prospecting now, outbound. And here, all the prospects that she needs to contact today are right here under sales cadences. Organized, the right people to call, how to call them, when to call them. And Einstein's also organizing and prioritizing all of these prospects for her, giving her insights on how to engage with every single one of them in the best way and the most personalized way possible. That is big, because it takes the guesswork out of everything. So when she decides to call Ty Rogers at the top of the list, the record shows up, but the call script is right there for her. She knows exactly what to say, what questions to open with. And when Ty Rogers brings up he's considering using Perfect Homes, guess what? You see under competitive plays, Perfect Homes is right there because Melissa has given her call guidance. Melissa has learned from Einstein call coaching that this is coming up, and now Lauren knows exactly what to say when it comes up, and she can move the deal forward. So, you see, with Zillow, they'll be able to take it to the next level with high-velocity sales because they can go from outbound prospecting to reacting immediately to inbound engagement in seconds.